Hi, I'm Sandy Hutchins, the teen librarian from the Leesburg Public Library.
And I am Miss Hannah. I work in the children's section at the Leesburg Public Library.
And today we are going to talk about all the great reasons you should get a library card. There's so many benefits besides the obvious. We have a lot of services and features that people they're not aware of.
Yes, there's a lot of features.
But first, Miss Hannah, you have a craft for us today, don't you?
I do. We have this really awesome spring wreath that you can make. We made it with just stuff that we had lying around. And at first, you're going to need just a wreath. This one we got from the dollar store. Mm-hmm. You can use a foam wreath. I've even used just a piece of cardboard and cut it into a circle. So you need that, and you're going to need some kind of yarn. You can use yellow, you can use whatever color you want. So you're going to take your yarn. This is really the most time-consuming and hardest part. So you're going to take it, and if you have a foam wreath, you're going to hot glue it on, but for this one, we just tie it. So you're simply going to tie your string. I double knot it just in case, because you don't want it to come apart after you finish the whole thing.
Do you glue it with a foam wreath because it would slide?
Yeah, hot glue it.
Okay.
But you can also tie it as well. But yeah, and then you just go all the way around, and if you do more than one thing of yarn, you can actually do a pattern.
Oh, wow.
So,
but you just different colors. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did a Christmas one, and it was red and green all the way around. So, and don't worry about your excess because you can cut that later. But you're just going to keep going, just like this, and you're going to go till you finish the whole thing.
That'd be a good thing to do while watching TV or that sort of thing.
Yes, and they make great gifts. So my mom's birthday is coming up in April, so I'm actually going to make one for her front door.
Very nice. So. Festive.
Okay,
Well, while you are working on that, let's talk about who can get a library card.
Okay, can anyone get one?
Almost. Anyone who lives in Leesburg can get a library card. You just have to show or in Lake County actually, you have to show some sort of residency, a proof of residency. So for someone who has a driver's license, it's really easy. Just come on in with a driver's license, show it, you can get a library card. I know we do have a lot of snowbirds in the area. People who don't necessarily have driver's licenses that are registered to Lake County.
Yes.
I had someone the other day who was from Michigan who came down as a snowbird. You can still get a library card even without a local driver's license. You just have to show something else proving you have a residency here in Leesburg. Like if you rent, you can bring in your lease agreement. A utility bill would work.
Everyone has one of those.
Yes. It needs a voter ID card. If you vote down here, your income tax return, because people are doing their taxes now.
Oh, that's really smart.
It just needs to be something official. It can't just be like, oh, I sent myself a postcard.
Yes.
Something official with an address. And with that, you can get your card. Children can also get cards.
Okay.
But they have to have a parent who will sign for them.
Yes.
Because obviously, someone has to take the responsibility because you are checking out items that are valuable, DVDs and things like that. And so we need to make sure we're going to get them back. But children can get their card. I know I'm planning on my daughter getting her card soon, and she's just turned 2, but she can still get her card, and this way she can learn, responsibility, and that she can check out, books with her card, that sort of thing.
You can get a card like as soon as you're born?
Yes, you can get a card as soon as you're born. And in the children's department, if you get a card for your child, if you bring your child over to the youth desk and show us their new card, we'll give them a book, like a free book that they can keep and take home with them.
That's really great.
So
that's a good incentive, too, to get your child to start reading.
We keep a lot of books that are for giveaway books, and so we use those for new library cards.
Yes.
So it's a great opportunity for kids to build their own little home library.
That's very cute. And like I said, it's a great incentive to get you to start reading because you get a free book, and then you also get the responsibility of being able to check out your own books.
Yes. I know my daughter loves to pick out books in the children's department. Yes. Of course, when we get them home, we have to always be very careful about don't color in them, don't eat them, don't tear them, because, when they're 2, you have to watch them every minute. But yes, the library card is a great thing to have if you are in Lake County. And, of course, you can use your card at other libraries in the county as well, not just Leesburg. But there are benefits to getting the card from Leesburg because we do have things that other libraries in the county don't necessarily have, some of our databases, that sort of thing. But I will get into that after we make some flowers.
Yes, please show us.
Because once you make the wreath and wrap the yarn around it, you need to be able to decorate it.
Yes, you can add flowers. I know on one of mine I have my initial right in the center.
Yes. So the flowers that you have on your wreath were made out of book pages.
Yes.
yes, we have a lot of books that we use for crafts, the ones that are falling apart that we can't give to the bookstore to sell to raise money for the library, we use for crafts. So like this one, well, oh, this was a cookbook. It even says zucchini parmesan right on the page.
Look at that.
So we just cut circles out of
Okay.
the pages. And then once the circles are cut out, you get, usually use maybe 5 to 10 circles.
Okay.
And you stick them on one of these little fasteners. And you put a circle. You're going to punch a hole in the center. Punch a hole in the center. And you put all your circles on your fastener.
Okay.
Just like this.
Well, that's easy enough.
And then all you have to do is wrinkle your pages. So that's how you make the sample flowers.
Oh, that's good, because a lot of people have just those items laying around.
Yeah, you could use, I've seen these done with magazine pages. I also saw a really pretty one online where they used wrapping paper, like after Christmas when you get
that's really smart.
the random sizes of wrapping paper you can't really reuse, and but you don't want to throw away because sometimes it looks really pretty.
Yes.
And so that would be really nice. Scrapbook paper, any sort of paper really works. And then, yeah, you just wrinkle it up, fold them together, and it makes it look
easy.
like a flower. Yeah, it's super simple to do, and it's really cute to decorate the wreath with.
Okay.
And so then you just fluff it up, make it look like a flower, just like that.
Oh, see, that'd look really pretty on someone's wreath.
Yeah, it's very simple and easy to do. I think that you can do this also almost any age. Like young kids could do. My daughter would love wrinkling up paper.
Oh, yeah.
She might throw it at me or the dog, but she loves wrinkling up paper. So that's a really easy flower to do. Another flower that we have is this
really
one.
Pretty.
It's cute. It looks like a little spiral. For that one, you also use, just like before, a circle of paper.
Okay.
I use thicker paper. This is actually the thicker scrapbook paper that people use for scrapbooking. Cardstock works really good for this. Regular paper, it's harder for it to hold its shape.
It's a little flimsy.
It's kind of flimsy. But for one of these flowers, what you do is you're just going to take your pencil and you draw, you start at the center and you just draw a spiral.
Okay.
Around and around like that. And you draw a spiral. And then you're just going to cut along your line where your spiral is.
Oh, so that's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's really easy to do. You cut your spiral out. While I'm doing this, let's discuss more benefits of a library card.
Yeah, so what are some things you can get with your library card?
Well, obviously books.
Yes.
It's a library. The first thing most people think of are books. And we have so many books at the library. Do you know we have over 200,000 items you can check out?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's so much. When people come in and say they can't find anything, I'm like, really? We have over 200,000 items. How can you not find anything that you want? I was like, I don't think you're looking hard enough. But we have books, DVDs, CDs, and we have new stuff. A lot of people think that we only have older items. We actually have new stuff. The newer DVDs are often checked out. That's one of the biggest complaints that I hear.
Yes.
Is that people come in and they're like, I want to see Argo because it just won Best Picture, won the Oscar. And I'm like, we have multiple copies of that movie, but of course there's probably 100 people in town who want to see it as well. So with things like that, you do need to come in and put them on hold.
But we also have the limited ones where you
Yes.
only get them for a certain amount of time, and then you bring it back.
Yes, that's why we have limited copies too. We have some copies that are reserved just for the hold list.
Yes.
And then we have the limited copies. When you check those out, you only get them for a shorter period of time.
Yes.
And you can't extend the hold, that sort of thing. But those ones are more likely to be in. And so this way more people get the opportunity to see the item. It's like with books, the same thing. We have some books that are 7-day checkouts as opposed to the 3-week checkouts. And it's because those are the items that the most people want, and they get a very long waiting list. And this way, more people get the opportunity to get that item.
I know, it's great, especially when I put a DVD on hold and I find the limited copy on the shelf. And I'm like, oh, I get it early today.
You don't have to wait to get it on hold.
And then you could take it off hold and somebody else moves up in the list, and that makes them excited as well.
Yes, exactly. So that's really good. And like we have music too. We have new CDs. I just checked out the new Mumford & Sons album, and they just won Grammy Awards at the Grammys. And that's such a popular, we have a lot of popular music. We do have different sections for the CDs, though. We have an adult section, a teen section, and a children's section. And so a lot of times, if you can't find what you want in the adult section, you might want to check the teen section.
Yes.
Because I know with those, it's more the new music is there. We have Mumford & Sons. We've also got...
I know we have Katy Perry. I checked her out not too long ago.
Katy Perry, Kelly Clarkson, Taylor Swift.
Yes.
You know.
We have Adele.
We do have Adele.
I know a lot of people have come in looking for her.
Yeah, I always try to keep track of, check what's on the bestsellers, what's on the radio, that sort of thing when ordering the CDs, so we can try to keep up with demand and what people want the most.
And patrons can make a request, right?
Yes, you can make requests. You can make requests if you go on our website, but you can also make requests by just coming into the library.
Okay.
And you can just, ask for something.
Well, that's great.
Yes. And so you can request books, movies, video games, because we do have video games now. We have video games for Xbox and Wii, PS2, and PS3. And of course, there are a lot of new gaming systems that are going to be coming out this year. So when those come out, we'll start carrying those games as well. I know the PS4 is coming out later this year.
Correct.
So, and when people get the new systems, if they want to get rid of their old systems, don't forget the library. We love donations.
Yes, kids like to play on the gaming system.
Because I know our PS2 that we have was donated from a patron. When the PS3 came out, they didn't want their PS2 anymore, so they donated the older system to the library.
Oh, wow.
And so now we can use it for after-school programs for gaming.
Yes, I see the kids use it all the time.
Oh, yes.
I think it's really good.
It's very popular. They love the gaming. Okay, I have my spiral done.
Okay.
Once you get your spiral cut out, it'll look like this.
Looks like a little snake.
Yes. And what you do is you start at the outside of it,
Okay.
the big end, and you're just going to start rolling it up. So the main thing is to remember to start at the outside, not the inside, because if you start at the inside, it'll just stay a spiral and it won't look like a flower.
Okay.
But you roll it from the outside in, and you just keep rolling until you get finished.
Okay. And it makes that pretty little flower.
It does. It makes a pretty little flower. It's very easy.
You could do a bunch of different colors as well.
Yeah. And different sizes and stuff, and that would look great on one of those wreaths. If you do a few different colors and a few different sizes of the flowers, it'd be very good for spring.
Very cute.
But as to the benefits of a library card, besides just the things you can check out when you come into the library, the books, the DVDs, the music, we have the playaways. There's audio playaways, which is like a little, it's like a little MP3 player looking thing almost.
Yes.
And it has a book, an audio book, pre-programmed onto it.
Oh, wow.
And we have a lot of bestsellers on that one. And so that's really cool to listen to. But we have the video playaways for children. And so if you come to the children's desk, you can check those out.
Those are very popular.
Yes. My daughter loves the Sesame Street ones. It's like a little mini television almost. It's great for long car trips. And you just check it out and watch the videos.
Oh, that's really nice.
So yeah, it's a really good one. But yeah, we have the playaways and ebooks now.
Yes.
So ebooks are very popular.
You can get that on a Kindle, a tablet, any kind of device.
Yep. But like regular books, ebooks, you do have to put on hold usually to get the more popular new release items. A lot of people think that ebooks would be unlimited copies because it's digital, but it's not like that. Just like a regular book, the library has to purchase each copy that people check out. And so we do have to be careful about that. And so you have to put on hold the item if it's checked out. But you can do that, put the item on hold, and you'll get it when it's available.
That's nice because you don't always have to carry all your materials.
Yes. Okay, once you get it all wrapped up, it looks like a little flower.
Cute.
It's very cute. I didn't even glue mine or anything, and I made this a week ago, and it still stayed.
That's awesome.
So it stays really well. And they're very easy to make, and you can glue them onto the wreath or even like be cute in your hair or, you can make a lot of stuff with this, and it's very simple to make. Kids, a bouquet of flowers would look great.
That'd be cute.
So, okay. Another flower that we have that you can put on your wreath.
Oh, that one's cute.
This one, which I've done with the kids before at the library for crafts. It's very simple. All you do is cut strips of paper like this. I cut one piece of paper into strips.
That's easy.
And then you need 2 circles, whatever colors you would like. Circles like this. And you just glue the strips on to the circle. So you glue it on, and then you glue the other end on, like this. And you just go all the way around. You can use different colors, and you can alternate.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. It works very easy. So I'm going to work on this while I tell you more about the benefits of a library card.
Okay, what else is there?
We have a number of databases in our system. They're available through our website.
Okay.
If you go to the website, you can check them out. There's the Mango languages, of course.
Yes.
Where you can learn all different languages. And it's really interesting. I just learned the other day that you learn different dialects as well. Like you could learn Portuguese or you can learn Brazilian Portuguese.
Oh, see, I did not know that. That's very helpful.
Yeah, because while, Portugal and Brazil both speak Portuguese, they would have their own dialect.
Yes.
And so this way, if you're going to Brazil, because I went to Rio years ago. When I was in Brazil, they spoke Portuguese, but it's different than... Yeah. So the stuff that I learned there, I would sound funny if I went to Portugal and tried to speak it.
That makes sense.
So it's very interesting. And they have even pirate language if you want to learn
that.
pirate language. But they have over 40 languages.
Okay.
So they have, really common ones like Spanish and French, but then you can also learn Greek, Chinese, Italian. There's so many languages to learn there. So that's a great availability that you can do if you have a Leesburg Public Library card. You can do that. We also have a number of other databases. There's a lot of genealogy databases.
Those ones are very nice to have as well.
Yes. I've helped a number of students who are working on projects, learning their family history and stuff. And there's a lot of people who are just interested in that sort of thing. You can learn if you're related to somebody famous.
Yes.
I found out using genealogy that my husband, so my daughter, is related to Alice Liddell, who Alice in Wonderland is based on.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, when Alice in Wonderland was written, it was written about this little girl, Alice, and her name was Alice Liddell. And if you go far enough back, we actually are related to her.
That's really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very cool. And so you can learn amazing things through genealogy, find out who you're related to. I mean, or you're related to presidents or pirates, or it could be anybody.
Find family members probably.
Yeah, it's very cool. But we also have more practical databases. Okay. We have an auto repair reference center.
Oh, that's really
You can access it through our website. You just log on using your library card, and you can look up the car repair manuals for brands of cars going back to 1945.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's very cool. I know my husband likes it. The do-it-yourselfers. People, especially nowadays when people want to save money, you don't want to have to go to a mechanic for everything, especially when it's something minor and you don't know if you could do it yourself. So this way you can log on using your library card and access the auto repair reference database, and you can look up the make and model of your car, and you can find out whether you can fix the problem yourself.
That's pretty good. Instead of buying the book and having to look through all the pages.
Yep. This way, exactly. Well, and I know a lot of places, especially people who have older cars, books aren't always easily available.
No.
That sort of thing. So it's a great opportunity. So it's very cool. It's a practical thing to have. It's very useful. But we have all sorts of different things on there. I know that there's, through our adult literacy program, there's websites where you can learn typing, all sorts of skills.
Helpful.
Yeah, I saw one the other day that even has a typing test. You can get a little certificate to print out and everything that tells you how fast you type, your accuracy, your words per minute, that sort of thing. So it's very cool. We have so many great things for people who have a library card besides just books and movies. Most people just think of the books and movies. But if you just play around on our website and explore it, there's so many different great things you can find.
See, I didn't even know we had some of those.
My flower's coming along.
Very cute.
So I've got this part done. And see, with this one, I just added more pieces. You just go around. You can do different colors and then put whatever color you want in the center.
That is great for
And you could probably
hands.
make a stem with a pipe cleaner, that sort of thing. And yeah, I just use glue sticks, so it's very easy for little kids to use.
Yes.
This way they don't even have to use the bottle of glue or they'd get it everywhere. The sticks usually neater for the little ones.
We have that problem doing preschool crafts. The kids love the glue bottle.
One of the great reasons to get a library card, besides everything I've mentioned, is the summer reading program. Okay. And while summer's still a ways away, we've actually been planning it for the past few months at the library and booking the performers and arranging all of the great programs that are going to be offered for the summer. But if you have a library card, you can sign up for the summer reading program and you could win prizes.
Oh.
we've given away some great prizes in the past. I know with the teens, I've given away iPod, we've given away e-readers, gift certificates, DVDs, books, all sorts of things. And so it's a great opportunity. And so if you don't have a library card, I highly recommend you get one before summer so you can participate in summer reading.
Can only children and teens win prizes?
No, we have a lot of adult prizes too. I know last year they gave away some great prizes. They had a whole like picnic basket filled with all sorts of things.
Oh, wow.
And so they have great prizes, and it's really easy. You just write book reviews.
That's
And
pretty
they
simple.
can be for any book you want. You can write a book review for the TV guide, for a comic book. It doesn't matter. You write a book review and you turn it in, and that's pretty much your entry. So the more you read, the more book reviews you turn in, the more likely you are to win prizes.
Well, that is great for people who love to read and those who are trying to get into reading.
Yeah. And if you need to have an idea of what to read, if you don't know any book suggestions, we have wonderful book suggestions from our librarians and our library staff.
Yes.
The library. So hopefully these will give you some great ideas.
Hi, I'm Carol Anderson. I'm the Adult Services Supervisor at the Leesburg Library, and my favorite genre to read is historical fiction. I love to learn history through great books. So this is one of my favorite books. It's called The Isle of Canes, and it's written by Elizabeth Shown Mills. It was her first fiction book. She's known as a genealogy researcher, so I knew the facts were going to be right when she wrote this book. It tells about 4 generations of a family, of a mixed racial family in Louisiana. So it's really fascinating reading, and I recommend it to all of you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lucy Gangoni. I'm the library director. I have a lot of favorite books. One I particularly like is A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. Bill is from the United States. However, he lived in Great Britain for 20 years. He came back to the United States and settled in New Hampshire, and he stumbled across this trail in the woods that he found out was part of the Appalachian Trail. So this is his story of hiking the Appalachian Trail. 2,100 miles, 5 million steps. The guy was out of shape, didn't really know much about nature, but it is a very comical journey with him from Georgia to Maine. So I hope that you will read it. You do learn a great deal. A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson.
Hello, my name is Claudia, and I work here at the Leesburg Public Library, and one of my favorite children's books is The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. I love to read this book to the small ones, and to the big ones, I guess, because it shows all the things that the caterpillar can eat before it turns into a butterfly. It's a very entertaining book, and has lots of bright colors and really cute pictures.
Hi, my name is Penny Richardson. My favorite book is The Never-Ending Story because of the fantasy characters that are in it and all the wonderful places within the book it takes you.
I'm Dusty Matthews, and I work in the Adult Services Department. My favorite book is Haroun and the Sea of Stories by Salman Rushdie, and I love this book because it illustrates how important storytelling is in our lives.
Hello, my name is Nathan, and my favorite book is Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I like it because it shows the importance of always having a towel.
Hi, I'm Tom Wilcox, Adult Services Librarian here at the Leesburg Library, and this is my favorite book. It's Time and Again by Jack Finney, and it is an unbeatable combination of time travel, adventure, mystery, and romance. And what makes it so special is literally being immersed into another world of the long past. And as a further thing, he actually made it illustrated. Every picture in the book has something to do with the plot, like this. He describes a skating party in Central Park in the year 1882, and each picture will illustrate some part of the novel. And what's most skillful is how he was able to put together fiction and actual events into one story. And that's why it's my favorite book.
Hi, I'm Sandy, the teen librarian. And I have a lot of favorite books, but one of my favorite books is Dune by Frank Herbert. It's a classic sci-fi novel written in the 60s, long before I was born, but it's still timeless. It has action, adventure, romance, philosophy, a little of everything. In fact, I like this book so much that I even have a tattoo of the Litany Against Fear from Dune. So I hope you read it. Those were some great book reviews.
Yes.
Now I have a whole list of books that I want to read. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And for watching us make these lovely flowers and this wonderful wreath. If you make any of these, please take a picture and share it with us on our library Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at Leesburg Public Library or at Leesburg Teens for the teen page.
Okay.
And that's the best place to find out what programs we're having. Check our events tab. And you can ask us questions there. It's the best way to reach us. So thank you again very much for watching. And don't forget to get your library card.